So I tried to make this video like 5 times and I just realized there's something wrong with the other way that I record my videos, so now we had to go back to the old way. It's not bad, I prefer the other way, but as you can see, Muhammad and temporary marriage, Nikah al-Mut'ah. Chantal, I'm married, I'm married, I'm married. No, I don't think you are. Do I think you ever were? It's possible. It's possible. I doubt you are now. I believe your marriage was this Nikah al-Mut'ah, the temporary marriage. Marriage of convenience. Usually it's for Muslim men that want to get the rocks off. But I believe since then that marriage has expired. And now legally you cannot really be in the same room with Salah. These are my opinions, of course, and these are also the words of the Islamic faith found in the Hadith. Now, I'm this man right here. I do not remember his name. I apologize, but he is talking with Dr. David Wood, excellent Muslim apologist, and this is pretty much the lowdown on temporary marriage and how it became and this and that.
Muhammad formed a type of prostitution called Mut'ah.
Oh yeah. I don't believe all that prostitution and Chantal. I don't think anything like that. But like I said, it's one of the loopholes of marriage. But this is so they don't sin.
Actually, it's Zawaj al-Mut'ah. Now, what does that refer to? According to chapter 5, verse 87 of the Quran, Allah allowed certain pleasures to Muslims that the Hadith explains include the following. 587 tell us some of the pleasures that Allah has given Muslims. The Hadith mentioned one of these so-called pleasures. Muhammad allowed his companions to contract what he called temporary marriage, where they would meet a woman and tell her, look, I want to marry you for a period of time, 3 days, 2 days, even an hour, and I'm going to give you a sum of money, and when the time has expired, when the time is up, I'll divorce you. Do you accept? And if any woman said yes, off they went and married this woman. Let me just give you one narration that explains this. Sahih Bukhari, volume 6, book 60, number 139. Sahih Bukhari, volume 6, book 60, number 139. Narrated Abdullah, we used to participate in the holy wars carried on by the Prophet, and we had no women, no wives with us. So he said to the Prophet, shall we castrate ourselves? They were burning with sexual desire, and they asked, should we castrate ourselves? But the Prophet forbade us to do that. Instead, he allowed us to marry women temporarily by giving her even a garment, and then he recited, chapter 5, verse 87, O you who believe, do not make unlawful the good things, the pleasurable things, which Allah has made lawful for you. So what was Muhammad's solution? Instead of saying, pray to Allah for the power of the Holy Spirit, pray to Allah to give you the strength to overcome your sexual desires. No, don't castrate yourself. Go into the city, ask the local woman, can I marry you for a garment? And I'll marry you for 3 days, and once it's done, I'll divorce you. Sure! Now, for lack of a better term, wouldn't you call this prostitution?
There's no other term for it. It's just
Dr. David Wood.
divinely ordained prostitution. So if you have captives, you can rape your female captives. If you don't have captives because you haven't finished the battle yet, well, you can just...
Well, we don't have to finish that. This is pretty much, I'm just talking about temporary marriage, which is one of the loopholes in the Islamic faith. Now, Chantal, we all know you're sick. You know you're sick. You stuff your face. You've been stuffing your face for 5 days. I think the jig's up. We all know it. You know we all know it. Let's not play pretend anymore. You're going downhill. You are going nowhere fast. It's time to go home. If you want to play pretend with Salah, take him with you. I'm sure he'll love it. Introduce him to Shmi. I don't want to put her on the spot. Introduce him to Shmi. You didn't blow him up like you did with Nadar. It's time to go home. It's time to get help. It's time. It's over.